Today I'm talking about a relic of the 70s, so grab your bell bottoms and crank up the Bee Gees. Our subject is the misunderstood, unappreciated split entry home. My goal here is to change the minds of Utahns from this image to this when I say split entry. Here's a little history. Back in the 70s, concrete was expensive and lumber was cheap. Builders produced a simple and efficient floor plan, raised it out of the ground more than a traditional basement to save on concrete costs, and the split entry home was introduced to Utah County. Using Orem as our case study, last year alone there were more than 60 split entry homes sold here. I say at least because some realtors will not list them as split entries to avoid the stigma attached. Some of us will also avoid using an exterior photo as the main listing photo, and instead choose one of the great room or kitchen just to attract that reluctant buyer. In this market of 2020, if you want an updated and economical house, you sort of have to go out to West Utah County or down south. Living next to the mountains, though, in my mind is so valuable. So instead of hating on these split levels, let's really enjoy the attributes that they have and sort of bring them back into vogue. I want to walk you through a friend's house. She so generously let us come walk through, and then you can see what a really amazing split entry looks like. First off, all split entries have combined the foyer with the staircase. It's a really good use of square feet, especially when you have a smaller footprint of a house. These split level homes were built with a little more great room concept compared to the other homes in the 70s. So they're a little easier to convert into a nice great room of today. In this case, they took maybe 5 feet out of this wall right here and in effect made an amazing great room space. These split entry basements are the bomb. Because they've raised the foundation a little bit, they become daylight basements by default. The number one objection to these homes is the very small landing foyer area at the front door. If you want to throw a little money to it, you could extend this out about 3 feet and it would make for a really sweet little foyer, especially for receiving those cookies from your neighbors. Most of the Orem homes haven't had work done to the exterior. A great and simple option would be to replace the old vinyl siding with hardy board and paint the whole thing one color so you were downplaying that split entry look. Here are some other inspirational exterior photos that I love. Redesigning the entryway by replacing windows and installing an amazing door can do a lot for a house. I feel this would be the easiest way to bring the wow factor to many of the split entries that we have in Utah Valley. I want to take you to 2 amazing split entry redesigns. Both homes have had extensive work, but the elements they employed could be inspiration for any split entry home. If you know me at all, you know I'm super obsessed with homes and I'm always trying to figure out a way to resolve issues. This is the perfect example of resolving the split level crisis that we're having here in Utah. We have so many and none of them look that great. I always thought if we could add the stairs to the outside of the house and maybe put a deck on that main level and bring the door up, it could really resolve a lot of the issues that we have with these split level houses. I freaked out when I saw this house because I could tell it was split level. The windows below are up higher, but these guys, they added a roof, or they added a second level to this. It's just amazing what they did, and I just want to show it to you. Here's a really great house for inspiration. These guys took off the roof, redesigned the right side of the house, adding a bigger garage, changed the location of the stairs, and brought in a delightful entryway. This was a great decision for them because they wanted the views out the back and a stellar yard. Maybe not something to consider if you were trying for starter home status, but I wanted to show you the possibilities. So the next time you look through a split entry, go with an open mind, take notice of the bright and airy living room with windows on 2 sides. Look through the basement and realize how much natural light is flooding in. Relax on the back deck that will most likely be there for your enjoyment. What do you think? Have I changed any of your minds about the split entry home?